Narz is now verified, right? She's got the blue check.
Oh, God.
As she quote unquote hustling platform.
Hey, Narz, welcome. Welcome to the blue check.
I want to point this out.
Welcome to the family, Narz.
I'm the only host on this stream without a check.
Good reason.
Wow. Yo, you know what?
That's it. That's a mic drop.
Matter of fact, look, Bijan said today, right? And I personally think the Twitter check means more than any other platform with the check. Bijan says he thinks the Instagram check means more than any other check.
I think that the Twitch partner check actually means more than
hell no. Hell no.
Twitch. I have the Twitch one, and
bro, we're checked,
and it's whatever.
And we have 21 viewers. We're checked.
Personally,
what are you
for me,
no. I'm saying if you tried to make partner right now on Twitch, it takes way more effort than doing it on Instagram or on, like, I guess Twitter is not the same thing. But
well, yeah, because I mean, you're competing with viewership, and there's not enough viewers to go around to warrant everybody getting partnered.
Okay,
technically, if you have like 10,000 followers or 20,000 followers on YouTube, you get Twitch partner.
I mean, on Instagram, literally, I know so many people who are just IG models who have checks that like you've probably never seen before.
But being hot is also like a cheat code for every social platform. Doesn't matter which one.
That is true.
You just gotta pick one.
That's true.
But like if you go on Twitter, you don't see that many people with checks.
Yeah, because Twitter's for gremlins, dude.
No. Look.
So everybody I know. Wait, sorry. Everybody I know is verified because in 2013 and 2014, Twitter was just giving the check marks out. Like everybody got one. So like if you were on, like that's on you, bro.
And now we're in 2020, and now they don't give any checks out. And whenever you see a check, it means something now more in 2020. Whereas Instagram, I know bot accounts with checks. Like,
but I can say the same exact thing about Twitch though, because we're partner. I don't really push it. Like I'm like whatever, we'll stream and
I mean just because you have a check doesn't mean you get more viewers.
But to me, Twitter, I get a bigger audience than Twitch with my check mark.
Yeah, but it's different. I mean, I think here the distinction here is like personal accounts versus like brand accounts. Like that's sort of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like none of us are personally partnered on Twitch. Like that's a totally different fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Having had a blue check for a long time on Twitter and having had one for at least a couple years on Instagram, I can tell you the check that matters most is like yeah, okay, if I tweeted a celebrity, they'll see my tweet, but like it doesn't fucking matter because like nobody actually looks at their mentions or their DMs anymore. Like Twitter is like people have gotten away from the meaning of like Twitter is just like a place for like funny things. It's not a place for anything like really public. Like publicizing a stream or whatever, publicizing anything you actually want to do on Twitter doesn't work that well. And it's like it doesn't work as well as any of the other check marks you might otherwise use, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know, man. I feel like whenever you tweet, like for example, experiment like using 368 account for that tweet from the 368 account. Mm-hmm. I mean, regularly tweet, we don't get that many engagements, right? But when like for example, David Blaine was doing his Ascension thing, right? And that's another one with like the Elon Musk thing. So like when I was doing live tweeting for David Blaine, because we have that check mark and we're talking on a very active like part of the conversation, our tweet gets seen before other people's tweets, and it's highlighted, which is when you're part of the conversation, that means a lot. So like that tweet got like 80,000 views on that one, and like I did like 4 or 5 tweets, and like YouTube saw it and they retweeted it, and like et cetera, et cetera. We go back to the Tesla one, right? I did a Tesla tweet, Elon Musk saw it, he retweeted it because of that.
So
whereas like IG, that's not
no. But here's the difference. Here, yeah, you're right, because the retweet function was actually it was asked for by users so much that Twitter actually put it in. But here's the difference: using the 368 account. Like 368 has 60,000 followers on Twitter. Like the thing, if you're a blue check with like 3,000 followers, it doesn't fucking matter. No one fucking looks at your shit. Like the other signal here that is going unrecognized is like the whole following of the 368 account. Like people don't give a shit if you have under like 20,000 followers. Like no one.
That's a lie. That's a lie because right now I have like over 11,000 right now. But before, when I got the check mark, I was like 7,000, I think it was. And I will reply or retweet or like certain tweets or even with my posts. And I feel like it stood out more because I have a check.
Yeah,
and I didn't have no 20,000 followers.
Like Bijan, I think you're not, when we think about this in terms of like, I guess, growth mechanics, you're not trying to grow your Twitter, right? Like if you were out there like acting like replying to stuff, being engaged, like you tweet a lot of like organic things, like thoughts that come to your mind, which is like you're banking on like your built-in audience that follows you to like engage with that. But if you were engaging with more people's stuff, that automatically gives you an advantage if you're talking about the growth and impressions rate, because you're going to be shown before the a million other people on that voucher
100%.
tweet.
No,
which is like an OP mechanic. And that's also in like IG as well, but it's just not as like I said, I feel like everybody's verified on IG from everywhere in the world.
Wait, but just to throw my 2 cents into there and just to clarify, because you are
verified.
I'm newly verified, so I still feel like a pleb that doesn't have it. But what I wanted to say is that as soon as I got the check, something opened up on my, when you go to your notifications to see who has replied to your tweets,
you have like verified notifications and stuff.
You got verified and the thing is that it automatically goes to verify whenever you get a notification. So when I'm actually looking through, and even my timeline has changed. My entire timeline has changed now to more verified accounts that are showing up on my timeline. Yep. I'm now seeing just verified notifications, just verified people like replying back. So I think people who have verified and who have a lot of, obviously followers, stuff like that, they're more inclined to see the verified comments and reply. So if like you tweet something out, it's not going to show up most of the time on other people's verified timeline because you're just the noise that's happening in the ether of Twitter. And to say that's just part of the UI design. Unfortunately, that's just what Twitter is about, and that's pretty much what it is. What I will say is if you're looking to get Twitter verified, from what I understand, it's pretty much being able to have reputable brands recognize you in that sphere or in that platform. So, and this is across everything. So with Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, if you can be verified as the identity that you are stating you are. So with me, I was in the Washington Post. I was on the Discovery Channel. I'm on HyperX's new game. I'm on this thing. So it's like I have all these other brands tagging Narz, verifying that I say who I am. So it was organic that I got Twitter. So yes, I didn't have to suck dick for this. I didn't have to apply for this. I worked fucking hard for my verified check. So suck my dick, okay? That's all I have to say.
I didn't work hard for mine.
You know what, Narz is 100% is because of the hustle. It's not because, I just applied and I'll get my verified account. No, it's not. It's what she's saying, man. So yeah, 100%.
No, it's true. I mean, like, I guess the other thing is like Twitter used to just give these check marks out and they don't anymore. And that's why it's hard now. Like they realized there was currency in like withholding. Like it used to just be like you could just like if you were just a person on Twitter, they would verify you if you like wanted it. Like and so now like I mean actually this is
scandal. It was a whole scandal.
This has gone away lately, where it's like it used to be that like people would feel like really good for not being verified because you could just turn it down and it wouldn't matter. And now it's like I don't know. I think more people care about Twitter, and it used to just be like a lot of people talking to each other, and now it's just like the whole fucking world cares. But Narz, I think it is important. Like it is like your tweets do get seen more. But then again, like tweeting fucking sucks, man. It's like it doesn't like I have a lot of friends who have 150K followers on Twitter, and it's just like it doesn't do anything for them in the same way that like having 150,000 followers on Instagram or on Twitch or any literally any, no, it doesn't though. Like it really does not. Like you cannot turn Twitter fame into anything actually tangible. Like you can get like free pants maybe from like a startup.
Free pants.
But like trying to get money for your tweets is impossible. Like nobody cares because as soon as you start diluting your feed with like brand tweets, people stop paying attention. Your engagement rate goes down.
I think that has a lot to do with the UI for Instagram as well, where they have a Shopify like interface where like you can see something like an item or something that someone's wearing on Instagram and it immediately takes you to go buy that item. Yeah, Twitter doesn't have that kind of like instant like when you invest in Twitter, you don't have immediate like return on investment. With Instagram, you do. You have that return on investment. Someone sees that bag, someone sees that beautiful model, they're like, "Oh my god, I want that makeup, I want that bag." Whereas Twitter, because it's not a visual platform, it doesn't have that same return on investments. Yeah, you can still have a live stream or something like that, but it doesn't speak more volumes than like, I like that, I want it. It's literally Ariana Grande. I want it, I see it, I got it, I want it. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say right now? Fuck all three of you, you blue man group ass motherfuckers.
Wow.
You know what? Y'all all talking high and mighty from your position, and I'm one of the plebs in the dirt who don't got the check, and that's all I'm gonna say. You blue man group, bro. The blue man group.
I'm gonna tweet at you. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, that's what we're gonna do. You know
Let's
what?
do it.
Fine.
Let's do it
Yeah,
right
you
now.
know what,
I have my
You know
phone
what?
right here.
Go ahead. Do it. I'll live with it. I'll live with
I'll
it.
add Gabe. I'll add Gabe. Please look at the tweet in the verified tab.
Speaking
That is
from your
cold.
podium right now. That's fine.
is
Go ahead.
cold.
Look, this is the problem with the world right now. You three, with your blue checks, okay? Go ahead. Oh, look, Danny's tweeting right now. Narz is tweeting. Bijan, I think Bijan just tweeted right now.
I'm working on it.
This
Mechanical keyboard.
disgusting behavior right now I'm seeing from you.
I'm waiting for your
Disgusting.
tweet. I'm checking out the
Listen, Gabe,
verified account.
I
already.
wish you would get the. I wish.
I don't
you would
want it.
get
I don't
the
want it
verified
anymore. I don't
thing.
want it anymore.
Okay, so what's the point of us tweeting then?
I know, it was
I
just
think
fun.
this is to help
It was
you.
just
Okay.
I'm just trying to show love to Gabe, man.
Uh-huh.
And
There we
Gabe
go.
is hating.
Bijan.
It was a nice tweet. It was a nice tweet.
It was a nice
Let me
tweet.
see. Let me see the tweet.
But look at it in the verified tab.
I
Look at
can't
that.
look at it in the verified tab.
I know you
Hero,
can't.
hero. You want me to tell you?
Go ahead.
You want to read it?
You go ahead. You go ahead.
How does it feel not to be verified, Gabe? Twitter, can you help or what?
I'm done with the show, bro. That's it. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. All right, bet. You know what?
Twitter,
I
please.
liked it, so he could get verified. I liked
Wow.
Yeah, we gotta get Gabe verified.
We got
That's
some
what we should do.
questions in
Chat. Get Gabe verified.
it. Yeah.
Gabe can't get Gabe verified. Gabe has to be able to work with brands, and brands get Gabe verified. That's how it works.
Damn,
okay?
she's calling
Damn,
you
she
lazy.
is
You, you gotta
spitting
hustle,
facts.
bitch.
She's spitting
You
facts.
better work. That's what it is.
Man, Can I just say I did something today where I was I saw Boss Up tweeting about like trying to get Joe Biden like into the like doing captions or whatever for them. And I just hit my friend who is Joe Biden's creative advisor and I was like, "Yo, make this happen." And it did. Like, look, man, there's a possibility here that we get you verified.
Hold on. Before we wrap up this conversation, I think the show for tonight. So I don't want to say your name, Quavi or Quavy. Is IG easier to grow than Twitter? And I think that Narz can have some insight on this, and I also can have a little bit of insight on this. But also, 1:37 p.m. is in the chat, and if you guys don't know, they are Gary V's media company, and I think that Aaron right now who's running the account, he can shed some light in the chat to you as well on what's easier to grow. I personally feel that IG is way easier to grow than a Twitter.
It depends. It depends.
I will be
okay,
right
so
back,
one
guys.
example I'm going to use, right, is that on IG, I'm followed by Myth, TSM Myth, and I went from when he followed me, I went from like literally like I think 1,000 followers to like I'm about to get 2,100 followers, and that's simply because since Myth is such a popular person and people are always following Myth, whenever you follow Myth, you get a recommended, and I appear in that recommended, and I get
that's
followed
dope.
by those people who follow Myth. And like I know it is because I get followed by Fortnite kids all the time. And then also like just going into like using like what 1:37 p.m. would use as their growth strategy. Gary V's I think $1.80. Going on to people's IG posts like top like do like top 90 posts and like talking about the content. Like people just see that and they engage. And I think following people on Instagram is actually way more acceptable than following people on Twitter. I feel like with Twitter, people are way more secure with their follow and what they engage in and what they retweet. Narz, as being the social media expert in the chat, in the room.
I'm not gonna say I'm the social media expert, but I don't know about you 1:37 p.m. but I have a very difficult time getting followers on Instagram. I feel like it's a lot easier and organic on Twitter just because of the type of person I am. I come from a journalist background. My medium used to be text, so I used to write articles. Whereas if you're a content creator that your medium is visuals and it's video, you're gonna be much more successful on Instagram and YouTube. Whereas if you're an artist, you're gonna be more successful on Instagram. But then like there are avenues where you can use whatever medium you have to transport to like Tumblr or Facebook or Twitter, but for lack of a better word, Instagram is a very visually oriented platform, and if you are a very visually oriented creator, you're going to have much more success on Instagram. That's just my tea.